Good morning, campers. Today at Camp Wannabe, we are going to learn how to make the God's Eye, which is a very classic camp craft, but it really goes way back to the 15th century. This is what the back looks like, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So first you're going to want to open up your box number 3 and pull out the supplies. You'll have yarn and 2 sticks. So the first color that you start with is going to be the center. The second color will be the next, and the third will be the last. So I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm going to start with orange. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to cross your sticks, make a plus sign. And then you're going to want to tie the first color yarn around the center where they meet. And it's okay if you have little strings hanging because we'll take care of those eventually. Okay, so we have them tied. Kind of make your plus nice and even. And then what you're gonna do, and you're just gonna let the yarn stay on the popsicle stick and just let it flip-flop all over the place, just so you don't get anything tangled. You're gonna go around this way, maybe do 2 around that way, and 2 around that way. So let's do a couple more just to kind of get the center nice and full. Let's see. And then you're going to start going around the sticks. So here's how you do it. You take your yarn, you go around the back of the stick. Keep your yarn pretty close to the yarn before it, and then turn and go around the next stick. Keep going around, and you're coming up from the bottom of the stick, and you're just going to keep going around and around. And at first you're like, this isn't working. I don't see that beautiful even pattern. But I promise, just keep going and you'll start to see it. Then you can kind of stop and say like, well, is that as much I want as in the center? I think so. That looks like a pretty good center. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to cut my yarn off. I'm going to lay my beginner God's Eye down, and I'm going to tie the next color on. And don't worry about where this knot lands because we'll tuck it under. Okay, so now we're going to start with blue. Happen to land right on the back of the stick. So just make and then you may decide, okay, now I'm ready for the third color. So you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go underneath here. I'm going to trim the blue, tie the green on. And I'm going to keep it going. Okay, it looks nice and even. So now I'm going to cut the green off right here, and I'm going to tie it onto this last stick. It's kind of a little tricky, but you just want to loop it through and make a knot. So you have a little knot right on the back right there. And then I'm just going to tie another little knot just to secure it. And now, if you see all these little things poking through, all you do is you take those little tails and you just push them to the back. Take this one, we're going to push it to the back. And now, and you can use this to hang it, or you could tie another color on and make a little loop. And now we have our pretty yarn God's Eyes.